resolution.
Some comments at some point, since I don't know what I've been accused of.
Right. Okay.
I guess I'll be interested in seeing what's on YouTube.
I didn't cause it to be here. No, I have no intention of making a motion. I don't own the reason why this is on the agenda is a majority of this body, which I was not a party to.
All right. Would anybody else like to comment?
I would. I think when we had this before us originally, my thinking anyway, was that at the time that we had had all of the public hearings and knew what the public was speaking for as far as proposals, then we would have the information that we would need as to whether or not we, in fact, needed to then take some action to reallocate this money. So, Mr. City Attorney, would it be appropriate for us to have, with the budget documents next week, a resolution addressing reallocating the original money to the funding as it is proposed in the budget?
Well, I think the budget effectively does that already.
Well, I think just to clear up this whole thing of light rail taxes, I think it's maybe important that we get rid of that, because folks keep saying we're still taxing for light rail, when in fact we have abolished those projects and they're no longer in the CIP, they're no longer in the budget, and we are instead reallocating to these uses. Just as a clean it up, light rail is gone, just so we don't continue to hear this thing that we're still collecting light rail taxes.
If the question is to me, can council add a separate resolution that addresses the issue or language? And yes, the council can always do that if it's a desire.
It would be my thought that it might be the best thing to do, just to resolve it so that we are acting to instead use these funds in another fashion, just to make sure everybody understands that, no, we're not still collecting taxes for light rail.
Mr. Latham, I have a point of clarification. Anyone who pays a real estate tax on June the 5th, and anyone who eats out at a meal between now and before midnight, June 30th, because of the budget that's in place, is actually paying a light rail tax, and you cannot deny the factual basis of that.
Well, clearly, if we did not collect those funds, we would not have the money that we needed to return the money to the state and the federal government. So I think that was part of which, clearly we made clear to everybody during the referendum debates that was going to be necessary if there wasn't a light rail project. So I think that, this new budget that we're adopting will take effect July 1.
Correct.
So that resolution would be effective July 1.
That is correct.